All right, Coach, first opened back in 2017. There's a look at the gleaming new Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Atlanta Falcons. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. And that'll set them back 5. The false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15.
4 down. Check.
Set, lady.
Mike 5-4.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Stafford. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Check.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
Watch him now, Barney.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
All right, here we go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Lions will take over. So here come the Lions now. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set! Blue 60!
82's moving. 82's moving.
Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Set! 280!
Watch it creep.
Putting hot!
Safety's creeping.
Moving hot!
The first down carry here for Johnson. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coached some receivers in the offseason. We worked a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Flush to his right. Airing one deep for Riddick. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there for Detroit. 46 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Hey, 22! Double right!
From the red zone now, Stafford. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Second and 10, Stafford again. His throw incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Trips right! Hey, 22! Ready!
Stafford gives to Abdullah on the draw. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to wind up and air that. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Fight. Jumbo.
They start the drive with Abdullah. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by Robert Alford. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Play fake to Abdullah. It's Stafford. Got him in. Complete. This is Richard Rodgers. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. From the 50, it's Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Big 20, big 20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Now a play fake here on first down. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Richard Rodgers, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are in for 6. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
On play action, they'll throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. First catch so far for Julio. He's got a first down.
Well, that's pretty much how they teach as a DB. Hit it and have some force with it. Yet he still caught the football and got the yardage he needed.
A little deflating?
Very much so.
Defensively.
Yeah, because you're trying to police up that area, and you don't want them to come in there, and you're hoping some good hard tackles will keep them out of there. In this case, he just said it, he just shrugged it off and went ahead and got what he needed.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Leopard. Leopard.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Back to throw now on first down. Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Jennings was the one he was looking for. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete, and now 2nd down.
3 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Out. 3 down. Out.
21.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Throw left side, complete. That's Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And here now come the Falcons. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw here on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now back to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Michael Brockers. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken around the 12. Dances by him, and now running right through it. 12 yards on the return that time, and out will come the offense as they take over. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Another truck. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Stafford. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Grady Jarrett with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he's going to go down again. Tack McKinley in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here's Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And some room to roam now. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Out of the gun now on third down. And it's complete. Hooper. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Trying to lay one up deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
4 down. Take 4.
Here's Coleman. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Oftentimes we play as an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU.
Detroit!
Well done.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Now this time he'll look to throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. He'll look to throw. Looking deep for Jennings. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Rosas now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. So that'll back him up 5. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And his pass incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion 1st down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Check Mike 54.
Play fake to Abdullah. It's Stafford. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tech McKinley in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. From the gun, here's Stafford. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turn. Turnover there in the end zone. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
Well, the element of surprise was there. All right, there's no doubt about it. For us, maybe. But not for the guys on defense. An incomplete pass on the fake field goal attempt.
I guess, though, if you're trying to pick up the first in that spot, why not let your QB throw the ball, right?
You think that might be a better way to
your
go?
Kicker, yeah. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go back to Abdullah on 1st. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Hitting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
We're rolling. Let's go, boys. On the ball.
Watch left. Tight. Watch left. 3 down.
Zebra.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll run here. Abdullah. Room here to run. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now a first down throw. Stafford throwing deep for Gunner. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
Hey, switch.
Back now in Atlanta. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
Hey, guys, check me out.
They come out here in the eye.
Yo, lady! Stay 50.
Roy. 52's the mic.
Hey, go here!
Man, I got you.
They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
We got three, fellas.
Set. Waiting.
He's checking. Crash.
He'll get it up the middle. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Amir Abdullah, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Hey, Mike 52.
22.
Now Stafford. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
There you go.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. How did he stay on his feet? And he'll be taken down all the way inside Detroit's 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Detroit!
Hey, we got 3 down.
On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw here, and that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. In for the score. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
So out now come the Lions. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And it'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Set, lady. Wait, 7.
They'll run again. This time it's a Dula. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey, tag 32, tag 32.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play of this football game.
White.
82 is mine. I got 82. 82 is mine.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. And Tate's got it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. On 1st down, Abdullah. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Stafford. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. You've got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Stafford. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Tate. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Stafford now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They go back to Reddick, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Lions are going to win this game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you